G'day, Sparmily here, and welcome back to our Red Bull Motorsport Manager F1 2022 Manager Mod save. Alright, so I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we've got the Spanish GP at Barcelona, back-to-back weekends. We had a bit of a rough episode last time out. It's going to be interesting to see how we deal with the Max Verstappen injury. But just before we get started, I just want to quickly say, if you're enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and leave any thoughts, feedback, suggestions in the comment section below. Alright, so in preparation for Barcelona, really not much to report. Our engine build's done. It's not that much of an improvement at the moment, and the reliability is 40%, so we're not going to take that one. We're going to build a gearbox because that's the other area we're lacking apart from the engine. So we're best on grid in every other part, but that's about it for preparation. Alright, so Barcelona time in qualifying. Now Liam Lawson is in the car for the injured Verstappen. I just didn't feel like it was right putting a concussed F1 driver in a car going 300 kilometers an hour. I don't think that's right, but we've given all the best parts to Perez because he's got a part to play in the title race. The Drivers' Championship title race. I'm playing too much Football Manager. But yeah, so not great. Obviously, it's going to be hard for Liam in quali, but he qualified in around 8th. And then Perez 4th on 2 runs, long lap at Barca, so no real chance of 3 runs, but much to do for the race. Alright, race day here at Barcelona. All to play for Liam. See how he goes. I'm quite excited to see what he's like in the game. He's obviously an awesome driver in real life. He's one of my favorite young drivers to watch. I watched a bit of his stuff in DTM last year when he was racing alongside Alex Albon. So I think he's definitely got crazy talent. He was robbed of the championship in DTM. If you don't know about that whole saga, I highly recommend looking that up. It's a very interesting one to say the least. But we're going to go ahead here, push, overtake, attack, because Perez has got light footed. Just make sure I put that on. But yeah, so Liam Lawson, let's see how he goes here. We're sort of in the front pack of it, but we'll see how Perez can start here. 5 lights are out, and it's a good start from Perez. It's going to jump Russell pretty early here. Hopefully he can keep him behind. That seems to be the trouble at the front. We always seem to have an Alpine right on our gearbox as soon as the race starts. The Alpines just get off to a great start. Namely, Alonso Ocon's a fair way down the grid, but Perez has managed to stay in front of the Alpine, and now he's pushing onto the back of the Ferraris, Leclerc just ahead, and we're battling with Leclerc, but Hamilton is pulling away rapidly, absolutely rapidly. It is incredible. He's 4 seconds ahead now. I don't even think I upped the difficulty on this one. I think this is still on. Yeah, this is still on 0 because every time I save and reload, it resets to 0. So we're not even on the high difficulty. So we're going to keep it that way. I think we'll keep it like that for the season now because it's just going to be impossible otherwise. It's no fun to watch me lose every race and Hamilton win every race. So we'll keep it at 0. I'll make that more official at the start of next episode. But yeah, I forgot to change it and Hamilton's still way ahead because we've actually fallen quite behind in the engine. But Liam Lawson up in 5th. That's good from the young driver there. And tyres overheating now. We're going to look to keep them in range. Chuck it in 2 times for a little bit. Get this race going. Leclerc sort of sped away, but he's going to have to pit soon because he's on the super softs. He'll probably jump on mediums. The AI, I feel like, is smarter in this mod. Or just now. I don't know why. Because they're actually making it work on the one-stop. I mean, Leclerc did have that moment, actually. Sometimes they do have little moments, so maybe not. I don't think a mod can make AI smarter, so I think I'm imagining things, but I don't know, Hamilton's just unbeatable, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Perez has got the car underneath him. That being said, Hamilton has literally pitted and is still 11 seconds ahead, so I don't think we're catching him. But hey, never say never. He might crash out. He's due a DNF, but that being said, Hamilton doesn't DNF very often, does he? He runs out of fuel a bit in the last mod, which was a bit of a nerf on him, but we're going to look to pit Liam Lawson now. Chuck him in 41 laps. He's a bit rough on tyres. Maybe you got to put him on the mediums. Or we can just 2-stop him. Let's 2-stop him. I just want to stay away from that medium tyre at all costs, to be honest. There was a mistake, a loose wheel nut. You've got to be kidding. And the poo storm that has been this save so far, it continues to rain down on us. And Liam Lawson can't get a good result, even for the. It's just disappointing, isn't it? Bloody hell, that car's cursed. I'm convinced that car is cursed. But we're going to keep going with Perez here. He's the main driver today. I feel bad for Liam. He was actually doing well in 5th. But anyway, he'll be alright. He's just happy to get a drive, I think. But Perez here going pretty ham in 2nd. Hopefully we can establish a bit more of a gap than Leclerc. Look at the light-footed, man. They're almost equal on tyre wear, and Leclerc's had to stop. We got to get that relationship with Verstappen and his mechanic up quickly, because it's just such a massive advantage. It's the only way we're going to be able to beat Hamilton this season is on strategy, I think, because, yeah, Hamilton's just really quick. But speaking of quick, 25 seconds is the gap now. Holy smokes. That being said, I haven't really been using Perez's fuel. It just goes up so quick. I just never predict it because I'm looking at the left screen a lot, and his fuel's not that accumulated. But he could honestly, if we really wanted to, we could probably have no stopped with Perez today. But you already know we don't do that. So we're going to bring him in for a stop now. Make sure I change the tire. I don't want any more mistakes here. Just double check. There we go. We definitely changed the tire now. He can come out and push on the fresh set. So bring that one in, and no loose wheel nut with Perez, which is fantastic. I'm pretty sure Lawson's likely to still be in the race, because in real life, when you get a loose wheel nut, you're out of the race and you get a massive fine. So it's yet to see whether we get a fine, but he's still in the race, which is awesome. So let's put Liam on another set of tires because his tire's getting old. We're going to tell him to push a bit on the tires. They're probably going to overheat. Speaking of overheating, Perez's have. Let's bring that back down on conserve. And right now, 27 seconds to Hamilton. I'm really hoping we can keep the 2nd place over Leclerc, though. That would be fantastic. Neutral's not going to bring his tyre wear down, so let's keep it going. And yeah, I mean, Lawson, it wasn't for that loose wheel nut, I reckon he could have done bits today. Really finished up high up at the grid. But, you know, things happen. And that is basically the race. So quite a boring race in Spain, as it often is. But Lawson actually loses 9th place there. It doesn't really matter, 9th or 8th for us, because it's a matter of small points. But that's it. Hamilton wins yet another race, 6th straight of the season. So this is quite an alternate universe of the 2022 F1 season. Alright, so a classic Spanish Grand Prix for that one. Very boring race for on-track action, but it was interesting seeing Liam Lawson in the car. Again, I think he could have pinched a 5th place there if it wasn't for the loose wheel nut, but those things happen. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Max Verstappen will be back in the car for the Monaco GP. We're going to lower the difficulty permanently down to just normal, because Mercedes do not need that 1 second advantage now, that's for damn sure. So thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Leave any thoughts, feedback, suggestions in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one at Monaco.